Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Bring the facts. Hey, I'm bringing the facts, man. Hey, we got some stuff today. We got a story today. We're gonna be talking about 1090 Jake and Bryon Blake and 1090 Jake not wanting to be a blood anymore, getting exposed with two grievances that he wrote, and basically he's a snitch, man, and he's made a career out of defaming people, going after rappers, going after other people and calling them snitches and rats and stuff like that. And he, if you don't know who he is, he was a prison YouTuber who made a prison channel. He debuted on what's his channel, Death, Josh, was Lockdown 23 and 1. That's the first time I seen Jay. And let me just tell you from the beginning, when I heard this dude's stories, I didn't believe him at all. This dude said he was slashing people's throats and stuff like that, and doing this and all types of wild stuff. And anyways, Corey King, his OG or his car, he's supposed to be whatever GKB, right? But anyways, that's long story short. That's Corey King's set, right? He's the founder of that. Anyways, he speaks on 1090J paperwork, man. Yup, and I got the receipts too. But Bryon Blake, he's a battle rapper. He's a battle rapper, right? If you don't know him, he went at it with Hitman Holler and stuff like that. And Hitman 1090 Drake brung up, finally responded after all the videos that Bryon Blake made in this playlist. Man, he probably made, like, I don't know, like maybe 40 different videos, man, just breaking down all Jake's paperwork and stuff like that, all his prison stories. Man, he exposed him bad, man. There's no way 1090 Jake is whole career out of calling people snitches and being this super tough bad blood and stuff like that. Man, all that stuff's fugazi, bro. It is, man. Bryon Blake single-handedly dismantled his monopoly on the prison YouTube and what's it called, the paperwork party stuff. Anyways, he made a video that he's not a blood anymore, and he said all his OGs are broke and dusty and stuff like that. He basically dissed them. The same people, like when he didn't have a home, these people accepted him and took him in, right? And made it able for him to survive. But basically on every compound, this dude has been, like, from his paperwork, 1090 Jake has been in confinement more time than he's actually been on the compound, in a Florida prison compound, like actually, like in like a dorm, or like, you know what I'm saying, in a dorm or a work camp or something like that. This dude, he wrote a letter, a grievance, to get on psych meds so he could go back to the main unit. Man, this stuff is wild, man. But everything Bryon Blake said in his series and stuff like that, and he's backing it up with proof and stuff like that. He went up and dug up the grievance that he wrote on Jimmy Horry, which is Jimmy Horry. He's Haitian. He's from ZMF, Zo Mafia family, and he's the dude who fired 1090 Jake up with a brick. With a rock in the sock, man. And yeah, 1090 Jake did nothing. His brothers, his people, his gang, whatever you want to call them, hey, they told him to stand down. They told him don't fight back. Told him to lay down. Yeah, bro, this sounds crazy, man. But yeah, 1090 Jake, man, going outside, man. You always gotta watch out for the people that always want to be the super tough rowdy thug and stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying, those are the people that are the fakers. The loudest person in the room is usually the weakest person in the room. Look at here, he's busted up. Everything he told was a lie. And this dude single-handedly, from his news investigation, you know how many people, hundreds of people got arrested from his videos, man. And nobody called him. People called him out on it, but the paperwork wasn't available. But yeah, this right here is the grievance that he wrote, handwritten. He wrote on Jimmy Horry, whose DC number is K08763, hit me in the head with a rock and a sock on my head. This was during the morning shift. that he's a rat, bro. And Corey King speaks on it, man. And that's gonna be later in the video. I'm gonna show you what, tell you what he said. We'll watch the video and see what he said, right? But yeah, it's up to Corey King whether he can be in that set or not. Yeah, because he's the founder. So whatever he says is gonna go. But yeah, man, he made a career out of glorifying prison. I wonder how many little kids watch his videos and like decided to join this way of life. You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing about Byron and one thing about Pino. Pino's the Hoover Crip who drove to Boston and beat the brakes off him, man, because he was talking all that crazy stuff on the internet and stuff. But well, let me get back to Jimmy Horry. Bryon Blake, he did a video, right? He contacted what's his name, Jimmy Horry, on Instagram Live, and 1090 Jake went on Vlad TV and said that his brother slit his face, left him with a scar on his face. Jimmy Horry don't have no scar on his face, man. I saw the FaceTime between him and Bryon Blake on Instagram, and I saw it. He made a career out of dissing people, and this is about this is battle rapper Hitman Holler cooperated with a police home invasion. Yup. And this is the same guy, Hitman Holler. 1090 Jake made a video talking about Bryon Blake's a failed rapper, right? And he said that he's going after Hitman Holler for clout, but see, they linked up to go against Bryon Blake. You know what I'm saying? Because they have a bigger social media presence than he does. But I saw the video of 1090. I mean, not 1090. I mean Bryon Blake, confronting Hitman Holler and his friends and his homeboy. There was 10 people out there, and all them dudes was huge. There was 10 of them. There was no way he was gonna win that fight. And then yeah, Hitman Holler was laughing about it and stuff like that. I'm not gonna play the video on here, but yeah, Hitman Holler and 1090 Jink was laughing at Bryon Blake getting jumped by 10 dudes. He was on the floor. They surrounded him and they grabbed his arms. He couldn't do it. There was not. Bryon Blake. He swung back and stuff. He kept fighting until he hit the ground. He was even fighting when he was on the ground. But they were sitting there trying to clown Bryon Blake for getting jumped. Like, I know 1090 Jake ain't talking because he couldn't even stand up to Pino. Yup. Pino's half his size, man. Pino half his size. Fired him up. He was slapping him around. He was throwing him, threw him on the floor, dropped him, busted his head wide open and stuff, bleeding and stuff like that. 1090 Jake never even got a shot off on what's his name, on Pino, man. Pino straight dusting him. It really don't matter if you win or lose, if you lose. But the thing is, you can't get dusted, man. You can't not even hit the one person one time. Pino cracked that dude, cracked that dude head wide open, man. Busted it to the meat. He was bleeding out of his head profusely. He could barely get up. But now the other thing I'm gonna talk about, okay, 1090 Drake. Now he's linking up with this dude. What's this dude's name? Oh, China Brim. Yeah, he linking up with China Brim. So basically, 1090 Jake is hooking up with the YouTube Bloods now, and because Corey King kicked him out the car, right? So now he's homeless. So he made a video talking about bootleg Kev that he don't want to gang bang. It don't serve him no purpose. But ain't this what you signed up for? You knew it was either going to result in you either going to prison or you're going to the grave. Reason I have a problem with it is because he sensationalizes it. You know what I mean? He makes it into like it's so cool and stuff like that, this, that, and this. And you know what I mean? It's a hard life to live. You know what I'm saying? If that's the life you want to live, you got to know that you cannot snitch. Rule number 1, no snitching. Rule number 2, no snitching. Number 3, no snitching. I guess they forgot to tell him that, right? But anyway, here's Corey King, man.
So it's time for you is the word I'm looking for. Have some discretion in the things you don't talk about. Only facts. Listen, do you hear me challenging that? Do you hear me challenging that? Have I felt? I'm going to use Divine. Divine talked about that. And when Divine talked about it, You didn't hear me say nothing about it. You know why I can't say nothing about it? Devon is 100% right. You can't put a nigga name in a grievance or none of that. I don't give a fuck if a nigga shot you and you ain't got time and he got time. Once you do that, that grievance still go into a file with your name to the parole board. It goes into the file with his name on it. So guess what? The parole board. So now I'm not saying he intentionally wanted to rattle the motherfucker, but yeah, he should have did that. He erred in doing so. Alright? Devon said it. I know I don't fuck with Devon. Clearly he don't fuck with me. But when he said it, niggas already heard me say it behind the scene like, yo, that's a grievance, bro. Grievances go to the administration. The administration get it, they have to record and store in the file all to and from memos, emails, letters, faxes, everything to and from they have to store. Why? Because this is what you call a profile and a paper trail. Anything we do, we write on black and white. They know about it. We learn about it later on. The parole board might say, here, and you sitting there, what? Nah, you know, but in your mind, motherfucker, like, he wasn't supposed to write.
See, you heard it from his OG's mouth, right? He wasn't supposed to write that. That's snitching, bro. So his ass is done. He out the car. He got kicked out the car. Now he try to run behind China Brim and try to go up under him. See, this dude, man. See, even this whole time, if you even watch any of 1090J's videos, he even said he was with every gang but his own gang. He was with NPR. He was with NPR. He was with Bloods. He was with Cutthroats. He was with Latin Kings. He was with every other people but his own crew, because he even said out of his own mouth that he was beefing with his own people. His own people even said there was no white bloods when he got to the compound. Whatever compound he was on, whatever it was, Lancaster or whatever, I think he said, no white bloods. They had a rule or something like that. So yeah, this dude's a fraud. He's a fake. Hit the subscribe, like, share, subscribe. Peace.